Hey everyone, this is Musa. This is a another video, a talkover video of a ride that we did a couple of days ago with MMCC, ride to Kinglake, and some extras. We did this ride on Saturday, 30th of July 2022. So I'm going to have a bit of a talkover about some of the things that happened. So yeah, just stay tuned and enjoy the footage. So we're riding down, continuing down the bike path. Can you see some graffiti work, which is pretty cool. It's really nice. So here we are, still on the bike path. This is a section where we kind of descend towards a valley, and if you come here early enough, you'll spot some kangaroos in the area. I've come here a couple of times, and each time they haven't disappointed. There always some group of kangaroos. Not sure what a group of kangaroos is called. Yeah, group of kangaroos, and it's really nice descent down here towards the valley, over the bridge, a little bridge that you cross over, and you can see the road on the left hand side. Beautiful, beautiful descent, really nice, very fresh as you're descending down here. And then obviously once you descend, you're going to start slowly climbing back up. So yeah, really nice. Sun's slowly coming up. It's probably 7:30 at the moment right now. Um, yeah, so it's first light I think was about seven or so, and yeah, it started to peek its head out and starting to warm up. We're off the path, the bike path, and we're now descending on the road and descending towards a place called Hurst Bridge, where there's a big roundabout, and that's where normally a lot of the cyclists in the area tend to kind of meet up because it's like a central point where all the roads kind of converge. So it's still early in the morning, not many people heading towards Hurst Bridge, so the roads are pretty clear, not much traffic as you can see. We've got most of the road to ourselves. Descending in the cold, yeah, you definitely need winter gloves or your fingers will be frozen, will be pretty cold. Very hard to change gears because you don't use your fingers much, and they're the first things to hit the wind. As you can hear, I'm descending. The boys are descending. Decide to stick behind a friend of mine. His name is Glenn. He's the local mountain goat. He loves to climb. Very strong climber. And yeah, just got I'm behind him. Bit of a draft as we head towards that roundabout, the Hurst Bridge roundabout. As you can see on the left-hand side, still some frost. Still needs to melt away. Um, yeah. Thing about descending is you're gonna have to eventually start ascending afterwards. All right, going towards the roundabout. We're gonna make a left. I've already seen this footage, and I think what I should have done as I turned left, I should have followed through and went in front of Glenn rather than kind of staying next to him. But yeah, that's alright. I fell back and decided to sit behind him. It's amazing how as soon as a road goes up, how quickly your speed drops. It's almost instant from 40, 50 k's per an hour. It just plummets to 15 k's an hour. getting some fluids in, spinning away. Another friend of ours, his name is Ahmed, in the blue gear and the giant bike, nice bike. I need to get one of those face masks.
Brandon, Moz, Assalamu alaikum, doctor.
Walaikum salam. How's it going, bro?
You look a bit cold.
Drinks did not make it, bro.
Oh yeah.
Had a hot chocolate.
Yeah, long
It's
black,
warm.
long black.
Now it's cold again.
Oh, okay. Did you guys wait long, or I think we're on time.
Yeah, you guys are on time. We
Okay,
made it.
good. That's good.
So we've met up with the other guys from MMCC, Brandon and Dr. Moz, and we're heading over to Kinglake now. This is a new route that one of our friends, Glenn and uh, Mansour, went last time they were here. And rather than going through St. Andrews, the main road up towards Kinglake, you detour, you turn left over the train tracks, and you actually go through the the sh the inland road. It's supposed to be less traffic. There was a couple of cars at the start. As you see, we just crossed a couple of cars went past. Um, After a few more cars, that was it. We hardly saw any traffic, so there must have been some sort of rush in the morning to leave, and then after that there was no cars. And yeah, and this is a uh, really nice passage. It's a rolling hill, so it's ups and ascending, descending, um, narrow road, so not many cars use it, apart from the first section here. So yeah, I think from here on in, every time we do Kinglake, I think we will, well, I will be taking this route. It seems to be a nice route, very nice. The main route, the one that goes through St. Andrews, is one of the major roads, so there's a lot more traffic, a lot more people. This route, I think, has a bit more elevation as well, so that's always a bonus if you want to get some distance in, some elevation in. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see from the shadow, the camera never does it justice, but there is definitely an incline here.
Car back.
Changing gears. We're still trying to warm up. It looks sunny, but I can tell you that it is not hot at all. It's not warm at all. I've got like 3 layers of clothing on and gloves, and I'm still cold. I think by the time we ascended Kinglake, it was 4 degrees. Um, in so you can kind of get a bit of a feel of how cold it still is, even though it looks sunny. Apart from these couple of cars, I think that's it. Not many car. I think 2 more cars for the entire ride, or 2 or 3 more cars for the entire ride. So yeah, very nice route. Changing gears. Um, on this day, I was a bit mindful of my left VMO. The week before we did a longer ride, um, and I haven't ridden that far in a while, so I kind of got some cramping on my VMO near the end of the ride, and there was some after effect of the VMO still tight during the whole week, so I was a bit mindful of that, and I didn't want to aggravate it, so I didn't really get off. Glenn, Glenn's getting a bit upset. Cars are going so fast, and he's right because that guy did go pretty fast. The car drivers probably sick of cyclists every weekend coming up here. So yeah, that's this descent. So when you ascend, it basically means it also means you're gonna eventually descend. And I was saying this route, there's a lot of rolling hills, which is good. It breaks it up. It's not like constant ascending or constant descending. So as you can see, we're on the descent here. It's just a little descent. Got Ahmed here on the right coming through. We've got Brendan in the fluoro parachute jacket, acting like a parachute, pulling him like the Michelin man, all puffed up. We have uh, Mansour in front of me here. Very strong, mashallah, very strong rider. Um, yeah, more ascending. Well, ascending, that's going to be the feature of the day. So on the right hand side, Mansour and the and our brother Mo.Ibby um, in the orange. Ibby will be featured a lot more later in this video. Um, but yeah, this is our first introduction to Ibby, Mr. Watermelon for calves. And mashallah, one of our younger brothers, I think he may even be the youngest today. Um, Great potential, very determined rider. Um, yeah, so it's good that he came out, that, made it today, and to do some climbing. When he first started, well, any elevation at all would see him drop back, but um, within the last 6 months or so, he's really improved, and as you can see, he's doing Kinglake with us today. So very super proud of him. He's doing really well. Um, just descending now, rolling through. As you can see, not many cars around. Roads, it feels bumpy, but it's not that bumpy. It's just the unit is shaking a bit, but as you can see from the surface, it's not bad at all. It's not unbearable. I've ridden on much worse country roads than this. Um, the Otways, I recall the Otways being very bumpy at times, but this is yeah, it's pretty good. And I think 28 mil tires obviously helps a lot with that as well. I think the yacht weighs in 23 mil tires with like 100 psi. That's crazy. How how thin and high pressure the tires were. Now, 28, 30 mil, 60 psi, 55 psi. It's just so much more comfortable. So we've got Moz coming up near Moz in the black with his 12 kilo bike. His other bike, I believe, is getting repaired, getting some work done to it. So he had to bring out his other bike. So he did well in that. The MMCC is for those for I haven't explained who we are. It's Melbourne Muslim Melbourne Cycling Club. So we're trying to get all the like-minded individuals and try to go out on the weekends, get our hall passes, and do a Saturday or a Sunday ride. We try to target the main events, um, peaks. We're training for peaks. Some of the guys already here have it have completed the peaks last year, so congratulations on them. I could not attend, but this year we're gonna sign up again and attend again. We've also got another ride, a 300k ride in October around the bay as well scheduled. So can't wait. This is the training for it. This is the precursor. This is a little ramp that you take to get to the base of Kinglake, the official start of Kinglake. This is, I think the segment's called the climb before the main climb, or climb before Kinglake climb, and it hurts. I'm sure it's more than 10% gradient, and yeah, it's a pinch and it's painful. Very aggressive. When I first attended this, when I first came to Kinglake, this is the first thing you hit, and you think to yourself, is there literally like 7 kilometers of this thing? But luckily, it's just a little climb, and then you go up and over, and then as you can see, we descend down, and then descend down to the base of the official start of the climb, which is about 7 k's, average about 4.5% a gradient. It's a very nice climb, Kinglake climb. I would see like an intermediate or a beginner climb. It's not that long, it's about 7 k's, and there isn't any real steep gradients. I think the max is 10 or 12, very short period, but it's definitely doable within half an hour. So it's a very nice climb, enjoyable climb, and have to kill yourself to do it. Today we did it with a northerly wind. Later on, you'll see footage of the trees flapping around. I think it was almost gusting 30, 35 k's. And being a northerly, we're climbing north, and near the end, the last 2 k's, it's just a tunnel of air pushing you back. So it was a bit tricky, but yeah, made it. As you can see, we're ascending. Um, hasn't started yet. The official climb still hasn't started. We're getting towards it, towards the segment, start of the segment. There's actually a little driveway, or there's a little sign on the right hand side that kind of indicates the start of the climb, the segment. I think the best time I've did this climb takes about 25 minutes. When I last attempted it, last proper attempt. So yeah, it's not long. It's not long compared to, I guess, everything in comparison, right? 30-minute climb is nothing compared to the proper climbs that are out there. 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hour climbs. That we ascend down, descend down. I'm not sure if this is going to be in sync the audio because I'm watching this while I'm talking, and the climb is going to start soon. So you'll notice Glenn put his hand up, and yeah, here where the street. This is where the climb starts. So you'll notice Ibby come up beside me. I'm just asking Ibby to just take Glenn's wheel and not to stay out in the wind. Save some energy. So Glenn and Mansour have already taken off. They're going for a com effort. Today I didn't feel like going for a com effort, and I've decided I'm just gonna ride with Ibi. He mentioned that he was going to try to beat his previous attempt, so I thought I'd help him. I'd break wind, put my nose in front in the wind, and help him along the climb. Keep him company, basically. Try to keep a consistent pace. goes pretty empty. Spinning away, trying to keep a high cadence. I generally have a high cadence, over 100 or so. So, as you can see, if I pan through, can you see the wind on the left-hand side? See how it's a bit windy? It's blowing all the trees around. Every time we put our nose here, we turn these corners, it really gets windy, and then we get a bit of reprieve, and then back out in the wind again. Just helping a couple of cars go past. Try to be mindful because everyone needs to use the road. These guys are coming out to do their daily, their weekend cruises. So be respectful. Help them overtake you. You may notice me checking back every now and then to see if he's still behind me or not. This is the final stretch. A lot of the people that have ridden Kinglake will know the stretch because the incline is a bit, it varies from 4 to 10%. And if you can notice from the trees above on the right hand side, it's pretty windy. It's a tunnel. It's almost like a tunneling here. So at one point I was doing 8 k's per hour up this. Any more slower and my Wahoo would have auto paused. Just looking back, seeing if Ibby's still there, trying to break wind for him. Yeah, can you see the branches? Pushing you back.
What's the time? 28. At this pace, sorry, we'll make it in 28. So if you can hold on to this pace.
Ibby was just asking how long to go, and we said if we go at this pace, we'll mid 28 or about 28 minutes. We'll make it.
Let me know if you want to go slower or faster. Huh? Let me know if you need to go slower or faster. I want to be 30. Okay. We've got a K to go. A K.
Talking a bit tactics. Ibby wants to do it under 30, so that's our target for me to get him to get under 30.
It's just up ahead.
Final push.
Huh? It's just up ahead.
Up the climb here.
What?
I just mentioned to Ibby that it was up ahead. Maybe I should have told him that there's still a K to go. Um, so I think he pushed forward to get to the end, but yeah, there's still a K to go. So I thought I'd catch up and give him some assistance if he needed. But so far so good.
800 meters.
Just letting him know that there's 800 meters to go. So a bit of a surge there by Ibby. You don't realize how long a kilometer is, or even 100 meter is, until you start climbing. It's very deceiving. So we just did 200 meters in like 30 seconds.
Car coming.
So basically you turn head slightly right and then I believe a left and then you're near the end.
500.
Trying to keep a consistent pace, a steady pace. Just 500
Stay
meters to
behind me,
go.
bud.
Just asking Ibby to just stay behind me. Stay out of the wind. And then rest a bit and then just
Come on.
do the final push to the
We've got
line.
388.
And hopefully we get under 30 minutes. So you can actually see the finish from here. There's
300
a
meters.
sign on the left hand side. Trying to keep the pace consistent.
Come on, catch up. Catch up.
Checking back to see if he's still behind me.
Let's go. Keep going. 150. Push, push. Is that sign, the Kinglake sign? Huh? Is that the Kinglake sign?
it's taking
50 meters.
it's taking forever.
40. 30.
Alright, now it's final push. Go your good thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Well done, buddy. Well done, good work. And yeah, mission accomplished. We got we did it in 28 minutes or so. So well done, Ibby.